Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey, Amber.
Hello, honey. Welcome to my shit show.
So this tea is piping hot, you guys, and this is definitely the most excitement we have seen in years. Okay, we've got Alexis joining the conversation just because she feels like inserting herself where she doesn't belong. So maybe she's a perfect girl for Amberlynn. But one of you guys sent me this late last night that the Amberverse subreddit got a hold of this video. So, thank you to everyone over there. Thank you to the person that sent this to me. I looked up your username, man. It's... But yeah, so we've got Alexis trying to jump in and defend Hamby. And then also Apathetic Facts did release a bunch of voice notes from Erica and her wife, as well as a phone call with Amberlynn. Oh, you guys, it's going to be juicy, and this is going to be a long one, okay? So grab your popcorn, get comfy, or go on the treadmill. I know some of you listen and work out. Do what you got to do. We're going to be here for a minute. Let's get into this, shall we? Oh, yeah, by the way, like and subscribe, become a channel member, all that, blah, blah, blah. Check out the merch store. Let's dive in.
After being in Shorty's live stream tonight.
She thinks she's such hot shit. I'm sorry. This is not going to be I'm sympathetic because this girl's obviously getting the shit manipulated out of her by Amberlynn. But she wants to insert herself like this. Okay, Alexis. I don't think you understand quite how, more so Kiwi Farms, they over there, how they roll. But I have a feeling she's gonna learn.
I just feel like it is necessary for me to address a couple of...
Bitch, what? What's necessary to address?
Things. I just want to start off by saying that I know I'm not very well liked in the community.
Well, no duh, dude. No duh. Why would you be?
And that's fine. And you guys can continue to say whatever you want about me, that I'm a clout chaser and I'm irrelevant and I'm annoying. That's fine. But if I was that irrelevant or that annoying, you guys wouldn't be leaving hundreds of comments on my TikTok every day.
She gets a few comments on TikTok. All right, the bitch is stroking her own ego for nothing. You can go look at her TikTok. It ain't blowing up. Oh my god. Oh, you know what? You and Pookie, match made in heaven. You're just as delusional as her, dog.
You guys wouldn't be reaching out the way that you do in support of me, in support of Amber.
In support? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's hate, but there is always good within the bad. And that goes for every single circumstance in life.
What? So she's getting so much loving messages. Dude, she's just as egotistical as Harambe.
Know that Amberlynn has said and done a couple of controversial things on YouTube during her career over the last decade.
Controversial? I feel like controversial is not the word to use because that implies that there are different opinions to have on the case. Falsely accusing someone of essay, I don't think there's any other side to take. Sorry. Abusing her partners and her animals, I don't think there's any other side to take. So if you think that's controversial, that people don't like her for those reasons, those very valid reasons, you're fucked. Sorry.
I'm not a stranger to this.
But you're gonna blatantly ignore it for a few, 5 minutes of fame? Not even, dude. Like, you're... in however long from now, it's going to end. Like, where is this friendship going to lead, Alexis? Where are you going to take this? Please. And she's going to go on to say that this is the best friendship I have ever had. Not even the people in my life treat me this well. Dog, that should be a red fucking flag right there, alright? Plus, like, what a slap in the face to everyone around her. Correct? That some 600-pounder across the country is treating her better than anyone else in her life does. Oh, boo-hoo, poor Alexis.
A viewer before I was a friend. And we started talking in July of 2023. So we've been friends for over a year now. And I just want to say that Amberlynn has shown...
Trust me, with how toxic this witch comes off to be in this video, when it all comes to an end and she's pissed off at Amber, ooh, we're gonna get another boiling hot tea sesh.
Me one of the greatest friendships that I have known in my 28 years of life.
Girl, you know what? As someone who also just turned 28, bitch, please. Bitch, please. Oh my god. Just you wait, girl. Just you wait.
Yes, she's not perfect. I'm not perfect.
Also, she's definitely filtered up. Like, this was filmed on Snapchat or some shit because the audio isn't even synced up.
We don't always see eye to eye. But she truly makes me feel like I am not so alone in this world.
Oh, boo-hoo.
And yes, I have other friends in real life.
It doesn't fucking sound it.
Like, I would say I have a pretty decent social life, but
let me just talk to Amberlynn Reed all freaking day. Yeah, okay.
the people that I have
She got those wonky eyes just like Amber.
surrounding me in my real life have never shown me the kind of patience and understanding and unconditional love like Amberlynn has.
Yeah, okay, girl. Okay, she gives this quote-unquote unconditional love because you're so far up her fupa, you can't even breathe for yourself, dude.
I also want to address that I do not know Tommy in real life.
Oh? But you said you took one of the photos of them together. So are we backtracking on that now?
I know that Tommy lives in Wisconsin, and that is
Wisconsin.
purely coincidental.
I'm not making fun of it. It's just like, that's funny. That's really like the first time you can really hear it.
When Amberlynn reached out to me and said that she was seeing someone in my state, I mean, like, of course I'm gonna be like kind of like happy about that.
Why?
Because, like, I would love for my best friend to be closer to me.
Ew. Ew. Eye roll, tomato, tomato, tomato.
I would love to not have to hop on a plane or drive every time I want to see her.
Oh, so you've traveled out to see her. Okay, interesting.
So, of course, I was in support of her seeing someone in my state. And this is the portion of the video where I get sassy. But
Girl, you've been up your own butt the whole time.
Regarding the live stream, I didn't watch the whole thing. But regarding what I heard come out of Erica's mouth, which is Valentine, regarding what I heard come out of her mouth on Jordy's live stream, message for Erica.
She's so cocky. Now we know where freaking Pookie gets it from.
Don't scare me. And
Okay, I don't think you scare her. Freaking God, dude, in her freaking Carhartt.
No, you told me that I needed to be careful and that you know more about me than I think you do.
I think Alexis is fully saying this thinking that Pookie actually has her back and wouldn't talk shit about her. Oh, please, girl. Oh, please. Absolutely anything that you have said to her, she's gone and told someone else. Probably multiple people. On top of that, she has probably lied on you too. So, yeah. You do you. But I have a feeling in a year or so, you know, however long this BS lasts, you're not going to be having this same song and tune, girly.
Well, vice versa. And yes, I've had a couple of girlfriends over the last year. That's fine for me. I don't have a wife. And
Okay. She thought she ate.
regardless if you and Amberlynn had a relationship or not, you've cheated on your wife before.
Okay. Amberlynn's cheated on every partner she has. What are you defending?
And you're going to do it again because that's the kind of person that you are.
And that's the type of person Amberlynn is.
So if you want to play this game, Erica, I'm more than happy to play with you.
Ew. Ew. She's so gross, just like Amber.
And quite
2 peas in a creepy freaking Chester the Molester pod.
frankly, I believe this is probably coming out now because you probably can't pay rent again because you're a job hopper and you are unstable and your wife doesn't work and you have a steroid problem.
Girl. She thinks she's really like one-upping Erica and whatnot. She's just making herself look like trash.
Not only do you have to support your and your wife's needs, but also your other girlfriend's needs. So,
Oh, womp womp.
I'm gonna leave that there. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And Erica, I will be anxiously awaiting your response.
Ew, dude. Ew. Oh, that girl is gonna... I already know. I haven't checked the forums or Reddit or anything yet today. I already know they're going in on her. Oh, shit. All right, so with that, we are going to head over to some clips. Now, by clips, I mean a majority of Apathetic Facts' video that they released earlier today pertaining to Erica's side of the story and Erica's wife's side of the story, and as well as a phone call with Amberlynn between them. So, we're covering this to keep the storyline, going. I know that well within the Amberverse, it's all going to be well documented and whatnot, but for continuity for this channel, we're going to cover it. We're going to cover it. It's juicy too. So with that, guys, buckle up. Let's dive into this.
Okay, hello, Apathetic Facts. This is Erica. I do want to say how this...
I did not know that Erica was this, masculine. That's crazy. She's a very handsome lady. I'm not being shady when I say that.
all started was me and Britney were sitting in bed, and we saw one of Amberlynn's posts talking about masculine women. And Britney looked at me, and I looked at her, and I was like, what if I messaged her? Right? So our first message was, I was like, I think I said masculine women, question mark, or something like that. And she messaged me back, and we were messaging for a while, back and forth, just talking. And then, of course, it started.
Now, a decent amount of this was already kind of covered in Olordius Jordy's live stream last night. So it's not all going to be super, super new. But there is some little juicy tidbits.
Started becoming a problem between Britney and I, because I was apparently, I guess her true colors were showing, whatever. She did ask if I was with anyone, and so I had talked to Britney, and I was like, what should I tell her? And Britney was like, tell her that we're still technically married.
Now, I don't know as though I fully believe all of this song and dance that she knew originally, other than her wife also says that she knew to a degree. But I don't know. I mean, Erica fully understands that this doesn't make her look good either. So, but I think at least in the sense of their relationship, they're taking the mature route about it. But, who knows? Who knows? Once a cheater, always a cheater, for the most part.
but that, we aren't like technically together, but we're like by law still married. So I gave her that story and rode with it for a while. And of course I do deserve this backlash that I'm getting because I trolled her for a while. And
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I think that's a little funny, but how long have we said that, like, it's only a matter of time before someone does that to Amber?
just kind of like get like a kick out of it, whatever. It's Amberlynn Reed. I wasn't a big fan of her for a very long time, and
valid.
She does know. I openly told her, Amberlynn, that I used to watch her and I disliked her extremely at one point, and of course she wasn't too fond of that. So the conversation continued, and then it got, kind of out of hand. And so also I'd like to point out that while I was talking to Amberlynn, she was talking to a girl named Danielle.
Now, that's interesting. Of course, obviously, there's more than one Danielle in the world. But I find it interesting that she is talking to a Danielle in the Big Cherry Retro Reacts back when she was with Crystal and now.
That was also married. I don't know like the full details behind that whole situation. I just know that I was kind of like the back burner person of this whole triangle that she had going on. Like she was talking to another girl named Abby, and then she was telling me about her friend named Alexis, and then she was...
We're getting a whole bunch of names. I'm sure the farms have already sniffed out who they are.
Telling me about Danielle and how she was crazy over her and blah, blah, blah. And then it just... We kind of just like started talking more and more and more. And then, my wife was like, hey, I don't want you talking to her anymore. So...
Valid.
There was a time where we didn't talk, but shortly after did start talking again.
By the way, y'all, I just know Pookie is having the worst week of her frickin' life. Oh my god. Oh, Mama Lynn is going to be putting in the hours the next couple of weeks.
I'm not a good person for like doing this, and I know that I'm not. And whenever me and Amberlynn supposedly like broke. Okay. I'm backtrack. I'm going too far ahead. Just give me a second. So we kept talking. She started becoming really possessive. She started, talking about Britney, how I always choose her first. And
well, duh. Oh my god, she's so dumb.
that I won't be her girlfriend and I wouldn't choose her. And so on, I think it was like Valentine's Day or whatever, she was giving me a hard time about it, and it more so felt forced, and that was through text. So if she tries to show those texts, you'll see that was a forced agreement for me and her to be in a relationship.
I'm eager if Amberlynn will try to release any of the text messages. I don't know, Pookie might just disappear. She really might. I think she's going to take the bait, because apparently she's got multiple side hoes that she could just fly in at any moment.
And so I was like, so what would this relationship be? And she was like, just more loyal, more communication, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay.
That sounds somewhat reasonable, but then you got to remember it's Amberlynn.
I can deal with that, whatever. And that was where it came about. We continued talking, and things got more and more in depth with each other. And I was actually starting to second guess, like, her as a person. Maybe the haters are wrong, maybe
that's what they all say.
She isn't a bad person, because the side that I saw of her wasn't the person that I saw on YouTube. Like, the side she gave of me was...
She kind of sounds a bit like Beck.
Different. So I don't know if that's like manipulation or if that's masking. I don't know. I'm not very good with...
She's a psychopath, dude. She's a freaking psycho.
Psychology, even though I should be well-rounded in it, I'm not. And things got out of hand. We said things we shouldn't have said to each other. I never said anything bad about my wife to her. That's one thing that really made her upset, was like, if anything, like, my wife had switched jobs, and she tried to Amberlynn tried to say, oh, your wife's at home more because she took some time off, and Amberlynn was upset because my wife was home more and I couldn't talk to her much.
Eye roll, dude. Oh my God, Amber.
And she said, oh, well, she quit her job because she's being a baby. And I was like, no, she quit because
Amber, why'd you quit your jobs then, huh?
It was two different conversations, but basically we was saying she's taking a bigger pay raise, and a better opportunity. It's not because she's being a baby. That's not who she is. And it would upset her that I always talked about if my wife came into conversation, I was talking about her in a more positive light. And my wife is not some crazy person that Amberlynn is saying she is. Anyways, I'm getting off subject here. My apologies. So we would talk. We FaceTimed. Anytime I looked off, I was looking at my phone, she would always question me. She was wanting me to send screenshots of my inbox and my text messages.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
And stuff, and who I'm talking to and things of that nature. She was kind of becoming possessive, and she was questioning me all the time. So, she was like, why don't you leave the house, go to the store or something so you can call me? And I'm like, no, my wife has 360. So me and my wife have 360, and we know where each other are at any given time. So,
That's a little bit much. That's a little much. I have a feeling
it's not
she kind of needs that leash.
I'm running around doing crazy stuff. So she made the comment.
Oh no, because your wife's watching.
Saying, I need you to put me on Life 360. So I was like, no.
No?
Not going to do that. A couple weeks go by, and she's still pestering me about it. And I agreed to it, and like an idiot. And she was Googling every address I would go to, finding out. Yeah, sorry, I am nervous, very nervous, because I'm the piece of crap in this situation. My wife should not be getting any of this backlash. If anybody should get backlash, it should be me. I just don't want, I'm freaking freaked out by the Kiwi Farm people and Reddit and all these haters. Hey, I was one of them, and I did something stupid, and I misjudged her, and I was, I don't want to say she casted a spell on me, but she
I mean, she's a master manipulator, dude. She really is. She really, really is. She needs to get serious help.
It was almost like manipulation at its finest.
Because I think if she doesn't get serious help, Amberlynn is going to find the right one, and it's going to be bad.
And I will say that woman is a professional. There was times where I was questioning my reality, what the fuck is going on, because of the
That's crazy.
things that we would talk about. Yeah, that was the gist of our relationship. We FaceTimed, we talked, we sent pictures, whatever. She knew where I was. She asked where I was going. She was always questioning me. She would ask me, when was the last time I kissed my wife? I need to tell her every time I kiss my wife. I need to tell her every time I have sex with my wife.
That's crazy, dude. Now, we know that Amberlynn is a psycho control freak. We know this, and that she's very overbearing on her partners. We knew to an extreme degree. Just look at what Destiny said. Look at what Beck said. But this is somehow even worse. Oh my God.
Because she eventually found out that me and my wife were not technically married, that we were married and we did have an active relationship, and that we have been together for a long time, and that we were, affectionate, everything like that. And she was upset about it, of course, but, she forgave me. And
well, duh, because she's so freaking desperate.
I was upset for hurting her feelings, of course, because she cried about it. She was hurt by it, and people crying upsets me. And so I was I'm a big.
She knows exactly how to pull on people's heartstrings.
Piece of shit. I'm still a big.
It's so ironic though, because it's so poorly done when it comes to her YouTube. Like, it doesn't work on so many people, but it works on people in person? That's crazy to me.
Piece of shit for all of this, and if I could take it all back, I would. Okay. I don't know what type of backlash I'm going to get for giving you all this information. I'm hoping that, this gets the people off of my wife's back. If anything, like, cuss me out, call me a piece of shit, blare my picture on Reddit, anywhere you want to do, but I don't want my wife getting backlash for this.
She's going to double down on this quite a bit.
Me and her.
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah. But her wife also seems like a really chill person, I'm not gonna lie. Even the way that she talks to Amberlynn when she's, like, pissed, it's like, oh, dude. This woman has some power, I'm not gonna lie.
Moved past this, actually. June 9th. I'm sitting, this is the time frame where I'm kind of like trying to push Amberlynn away. Like, not really talking to her much. I was trying to, like, let her down easy. And, like, not being like, okay, we need to end things, because I tried to multiple times, and she would, like, literally FaceTime me and show her whole face, crying, her makeup. She would send me crazy videos of her and songs and like, trying to get my attention.
Bruh, crazy ass behavior.
Whatever, saying I made her triggered, she has abandonment issues, and she was begging for me not to end things. And she claims that I was, like, cheating on her, but she was wanting me to give her information about my sex life with my wife.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
And of course I didn't tell her every single time. Like, I didn't feel like that was necessary at all. But when she would ask, I'd tell her, yeah. So this whole thing is basically, and it should have never happened. So continuing, I'm trying to push her away. She's messaging me every day and blah, 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 blah. And, like,
I mean, this is run-of-the-mill Amber behavior, though. That's the thing. And it's still, I just find it so ironic, that Amber always claims, like, oh, I'm healing, I'm growing so much, I'm such a different person, I'm really a changed person for the better. Girl, it don't freaking sound it. It really doesn't. And we will truly see how Amberlynn responds will show exactly who Amberlynn is. Unless she tries to manipulate it, which she might. Because back in the day, she would have hopped right on to join in on the shit. And she tried to. She tried to, like, rally up against Shorty with Alexis. So, yeah. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see how Amberlynn responds to all of this.
Tried to make things up to, like, get her to kind of, like, back off, whatever. She messaged me on the day my uncle died, and my uncle, like, died, and I had a mental breakdown in the Taco Bell parking lot, getting food. I'm having a mental breakdown, and I told her, like, hey, I just found out my uncle died, like, I need some time. I needed time. And I told her, like, hey, this is a whole ordeal for me. Like, I'm trying to figure things out with the family, figure things out with this, that, and the third. And then she's wondering, she's more concerned about if I miss us, like, me and her.
Of course she was, dude. Of course she was. She does not give a flying F about people's loved ones or anything. Look at what she put Beck through. All right, when her own mother was dying. Like, dude, despicable. Despicable.
She's like, do you miss us? Do you miss me? Are we still together? And I'm like, I don't.
Bruh. The desperation.
Think that, we should do this anymore. Basically, like, I did give her the whole spiel, like, oh yeah, this isn't right. You don't deserve this. And no one else deserves this. She said, okay, friends it is. So I don't know who broke up with who. I basically told her, like, I couldn't like do this anymore. And so she's saying that she broke up with me. That's fine. She can say whatever she wants, but I wanted to get my story out to you at least. Yeah, I watch your stuff. Whenever I used to watch your stuff a lot. I tried to stay off of YouTube since this whole like crap has been going on.
Can't say I blame you.
After that, she would not stop messaging me. Like from June 9th up until, what was it, June 23rd?
16th.
Oh, no, June 16th. She would not.
I think it was sometime between the 16th and the 23rd.
Oh, no. We broke, June 9th, my uncle died. We broke up on the 16th. So I was trying to ignore her and, kind of like let it die out, let someone else find her, let someone else find her, let someone else.
Oh, dude. She could have 10 other people lined up and she's still gonna hound you. It doesn't matter. She's a psycho. Oh my God. I can't believe just how much this confirms that Amberlynn is off her frickin' rocker. And I don't want to say that necessarily to be a dick, but like she's a dick, so she deserves it. She needs to be in like a care facility. She needs to be going through super like psycho-intensive therapy, dude. This is ridiculous.
Sorry, June 15th, we were talking and, that's whenever things ended. June 9th was when my uncle died. So June 15th, whatever, we broke up. So she keeps messaging me every day for like the next week. And me and Britney are in the bedroom, trying to watch a movie. And like I told her I'm watching a movie. And this is kind of like where, the truth came out. And Britney was like, who are you talking to? And I told her, I said, Amberlynn won't leave me alone, basically.
That's wild.
Will not leave me alone. I was trying to give her every excuse I could to not talk to her anymore. And she wasn't budging. She was trying to, I don't know when this other person came in the picture that is currently whatever she's with. I don't care. I just know that there is nothing exciting about me and there's nothing exciting about my wife as far as YouTube is concerned. So,
well, I mean, same goes for Alexis.
Please. Yes, I'm the biggest cheating piece of shit spouse on YouTube right now. You can go ahead and say that.
I mean, there are way worse out there. So, you're maybe not the worst, Erica, but you certainly aren't the best.
But please, leave my wife out of this. She did know partially. It was supposed to be a troll. It was supposed to be a joke.
I know that pisses Amber off so freaking much.
To be this, that, and
she's going to focus on that part, that these people had bad intentions from the very start. So, she just can't trust anyone.
Third, but I fell for the stupid. I was stupid and I fell for the bullshit. I regret it majorly. Oh, as far as flirting, basically saying flirtatious stuff to each other, things like that.
Ew.
Basically cheating, having a emotional cheating relationship. Okay, so I'm gonna backtrack a little bit as far as how August 1st came about. Whenever the whole agreement of the relationship happened, she's like, well, we need to meet,
Oh, God.
And I was like, well, when? And she's like, pick a date. And I didn't pick the date. She ended up picking the date. It was August 1st, of course. And
didn't she say something about August 1st?
She was wanting me to move in and
Jesus, dude. Oh my God.
And things like that. And so that's how August 1st came about. Well,
I mean, to be fair, they had been talking for a long time, apparently.
She thought that I was going to leave, and I did. I did lead her on and basically say, yeah, I'll be there August 1st. Sure, I'll be there August 1st.
Yeah, but Pookie's also an idiot, so...
because she asked every single day. It was...
Bruh, I bet. And I bet she probably asked multiple times per conversation. Christ, she's crazy.
If it wasn't every single day, it was every week, multiple times a week. And things got out of hand. If I didn't talk to her for she was like clocking me too. Like if I didn't message her back, she would say, "Where'd you go? What have you been doing the last 6 minutes?" And I'm like, 6 minutes? So I started being stern with her. I was like, "You're not gonna time me. Like this is not what we're doing." Like we had fights, we had arguments and things like that. And, we had arguments about my wife. We had arguments about, my friends. And apparently, I made her stop talking to her friends. No.
Well, I mean, that's how Amberlynn is, though, dude. That is how she is. She literally wants to isolate you from every close relationship that you have.
Always telling me about the things that her friends were saying to her. So Alexis, that's a whole nother story. Abby, that's a whole nother story.
I hope we get more chapters out of this, y'all. This is going to be spicy.
Abby is like literally 22 years old and was mean to Amberlynn and said mean things to her. Oh, and also...
Well, allegedly. We can't be certain just going by the word of Amber.
Apathetic's facts. The friends that visited her was not Alexis. It was not Tommy, whoever. It was Eric and Ricky. Eric and Ricky are the two friends.
Trash boys.
That was at her apartment because, I knew. So back on track. Abby was one of the girls she was talking to, and then they became good friends. And she was always telling me the disrespectful shit that Abby would say to her. And I'm like, why are you friends with this person? I wouldn't even give them the time of day.
True.
And then Alexis, she said a bunch of things about Alexis, like personal things about Alexis.
We might see how this plays out now.
I don't want to share it, but like, homegirl.
Because these messages came out before the Alexis video, but like they weren't posted, until today. So this is continuing, you guys. This is hot, fresh, live tea.
Alexis is her best friend in the world. Alexis thinks Amberlynn is her bestest friend in the world. Well, guess what? Like, Amberlynn talks about Alexis to me, saying she gives me the ick and the things she says to me. Blah, 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 blah. So I didn't make her stop talking.
She gives me the ick.
Talking to anybody. Amber made that decision on her own, and she even...
Of course, but it's all going to be your fault, just like her getting cancer was Beck's fault.
On her, she even told me, like, she becomes, like, obsessed with people that she's with, and she tends to cut out her friends.
Okay, that's not anyone's fault but Amber's. Fix that, Pookie.
And make her stop talking to anybody. So this 18-minute phone call that you're going to be getting, it's 18 minutes and 32 seconds long of a discussion between Amberlynn and my wife on speakerphone. She was trying to tell my wife that I'm crazy and that,
Bruh, the manipulation in the phone call is crazy. And how Amber switches up. Oh my God. We're going to hear it. Just you wait.
She was wearing rose-tinted glasses, which, that was a whole ordeal. Both of us were. It was a fucked up situation. And it was an emotional cheating relationship. And it should have never fucking happened. I went with it and... it was stupid, and I regret it, and I wish I never did it. And, of course, I'm not perfect, but I'm not going to sit here and be trolled about something that isn't true. Like, I'm telling my story, and I'm being honest now so that things don't get turned around more than what they already are.
I love how juicy all this is. Holy crap.
And Amberlynn is a liar. I will confirm that. She's lied. I don't know how long this Tommy person was in her life. I don't really care, honestly.
Oh, Tommy's been around for a while, dog. If you've been here for a minute, then so has Tommy.
But I wanted to get my side out to you. That was the gist of it,
So these are all the friends that Amberlynn says she's talking to. Okay.
It was an emotional relationship that should have never happened. She tried to get me to move in. I acted...
You really know how to pick 'em, Amber. You couldn't even figure out a troll.
like it was going to fucking happen instead of me. I was being and basically giving her false hope. And I should have womaned up and been like, no, like, it's not going to happen. I'm staying with my fucking wife. Like, why would I give up what I have here and come living in a one-bedroom apartment with you whenever all I hear in the background is sirens and people hollering in the streets? Like, that's not where my peace is. And it was like I was too deep to get out, that I had to get my own wife to help me. Like, that's where it got to with her.
Bruh. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Also, I'd like to add that the day after the first conversation between my wife and Amberlynn, like, as far as, like, you know, you need to leave Erica alone, the day after, you know, I blocked Amberlynn's number, blocked her on everything, deleted her number. My stupid ass even, like, deleted the phone number and everything like that. And so she messaged me on a fake number the next day because she thought that,
of course she did,
my wife took my
it's probably one of the burner phones.
phone. That's the story my wife gave her, but I was really sitting right there during the whole phone call. Apparently, like, she told Amberlynn, yeah, I took her phone, we were at the pool, but we weren't. We were in the bedroom trying to watch a movie. So, she messaged me the next day and said, hey, it's Amberlynn. You know, your wife called me. I didn't know what else to say. She cornered me. I told
How you get cornered on the phone?
her everything, and that she wanted me to unblock her number and call her and then reblock it, basically. Like, you know, like, pretty much, hey, block my number, but unblock it whenever we can talk.
Bruh.
So that's what, you know, I didn't respond to that. I should have screenshot it and sent it to Brittany, but I just wanted it to be over with. I didn't think that things would get blown out of proportion like this, like, especially, like, with my wife. Like, she is not the one to blame here.
Dog, never underestimate that psycho.
Because she didn't know about the, like, 95% of the situation. Like, she knew, like, for, you know, the first little bit of it, because we were trolling her. Honest to God, trolling her. And I was like, you know, I wasn't trying to get money from her. I never asked her for money. So that she said about with money, or if she said anything about money, I never asked her for money.
Bruh. I don't think you needed to. You were the one sending the gifts. What the hell?
Didn't talk to her about money, didn't care to. It was just, it should have been something, it was stupid. It was a huge mistake. It was dumb. If I could take it back, I would. It's, people are definitely, like, blowing things way out of proportion. I just don't want my wife getting drug into this in a negative manner.
Well, I mean, girl, maybe should have thought about that, but yeah, I hear ya.
Because she didn't know, and there is more to Amberlynn than people know. Of course, she does, like, use her BPD as a crutch.
Well, duh, of course.
She says, you know, every time she got upset with me, or if I didn't respond in a timely manner, she would like basically say I'm triggering her BPD. And
dude, that's wild. That's wild. But of course she does, though, right? Like, that makes so much sense for her.
Things like that. So I basically felt like majority of the time, like, not necessarily
See, this is why I question. I know that, like, a lot of the symptoms are lining up, but I truly question whether she has BPD or not, or if she has just done her research enough to know what to say, how to justify her really violent... Because, I mean, that's low-key what it is. Like, she would be violent if this were all in person. She uses that just to justify those tendencies, you know? Like, I don't know as though you can actually say, maybe... I think she's a freaking psychotic person.
In my head, but making me feel sorry for her. And, you know, at one point I was like, oh, you know, maybe she really isn't a bad person and people just make her out to be, even though I should have damn well knew, because of
True.
her past, but I mean, everyone makes dumbass decisions. As you can see, I made one. This was fucking stupid. Honestly, like I said earlier, when I say Amberlynn is a pro with her words and how she breaks things down and how she gets in people's heads, I dealt with criminals for close to 10 years. I worked
Well, to be fair, I think you're dealing with a criminal as well.
in a maximum custody prison, and I dealt with inmates, and I was not manipulated by not a damn one of them. As far as doing anything I shouldn't have done. She has a way with manipulating people, and I've never in my life been manipulated like this before, ever. And yeah, I have no excuse. Again, like I'm gonna keep saying, like, this was a bad decision. I'm stupid. Make a meme out of me if you want to. I don't care. Just leave my wife out of it is all I'm asking.
And this is me, Britney,
And then, yep, her wife's gonna jump in.
aka the
Ain't this crazy, y'all? This is freaking batshit bonkers.
crazy ex-wife. So, I had noticed that Erica basically had her phone glued to her forehead for months. And, she does a lot of Olympic weightlifting. And I thought, okay, well, she's editing. She spends a lot of time in the gym. Never really thought much about it until, she mentioned that we were watching a movie. And I looked over and I seen, like, paragraphs upon paragraphs.
Oh, Lord. Dude, I bet Amberlynn loves to write. Yeah, she sends novels through text.
And she switched her phone off real fast, and I was like, no, who are you talking to? And then, it came out that she was still talking to Amber. I had thought that had ended months ago. And yeah, we together initiated a troll. And that's what we were doing.
This is so shady.
And just to see if we could get some kind of reaction back, some kind of message. And that's as far as it was supposed to go. I have since read through everything that was on Erica's phone, and I am, I'm a therapist. That's what I do. And when I tell you that this is one of the most dangerously manipulative people that I have ever met, Amberlynn is one of the most dangerously manipulative people I have ever met. It's true. What everybody says is true. And, I fell victim to this. It was not supposed to go as far as it did. So the day I found out, I had called Amber, and I'm like,
this is just, it's so much, you guys. It's so much. Okay, so we're really, like, treading on through this.
So how long has this been going on? I didn't tell her who I was. Obviously, I was calling from Erica's phone. She just spilled it. She was crying. I'm like, that
the phone call that we do get isn't the crying one. Unfortunately, I would love if it was, but no.
With all of this stuff that I have, all these texts, all these pictures, this would be a circus for you. Like, I could, really...
Please, dog, please.
Make things really difficult for you if I wanted to. But I didn't. I didn't try to get any kind of retribution. I was not vengeful. I did not say anything out of the way to her. I was just like, please,
I mean, it is true. This went on for over a year before we're finding out about it. Yeah, I bet they got a lot of shit that they could spill, and it wouldn't have come to light if it wasn't for Amber.
Look, this is it. Stop contacting my wife, This is it. Just be done. Don't message her anymore. So then she started messaging her, and I didn't know that until recently.
Ooh.
After Erica had already blocked her number, blocked her everything. Apparently...
Yeah, not even that will stop that girl.
She was still trying to have a relationship with Erica after all of that. Block me and then unblock me. Like, who wants to stay with someone like that? Like, how desperate do you have to be to be trying to chase after a married woman. Me and Erica have been married for
Well, I mean, it's Amberlynn.
9 years. 9 years. And we're both normal people. We're not feeders. We're not crazy. We are just both normal people. So when I found out that Amberlynn had been trying to contact Erica, I called her, and it was on the 4th of July. And I'm like, what else do I not know?
Bruh. Amberlynn and the 4th of July just does not go well, huh? So was it when she was with her mom? Ooh.
Like, you know, I specifically told you, do not contact. No means no. You know, in the first conversation, she's like, oh, as, you know, as much as, you know, it's, you know, crazy to say, I still want to remain friends with her. Like, are you...
Of course. That's always how it is. She just wants to always have you in her back pocket.
Serious? Like, are you serious? You want to remain friends with my wife who you just had an affair with, and you're literally telling me this to my face? Like, what kind of person does that? You know, I really appreciate the fact that she calls me the crazy ex-wife. That's great. She knew I was never really an ex.
Oh, it's always full projection when it comes to Amber.
I still lived in the house. She knew about our relationship the whole time. As you'll see when you hear the phone call. I really just don't appreciate being victimized over and over and over and over. Really makes you step back and think about people's mental health and how destructive people are being. And I even coached her. I'm like, you know, Amber, you really need to stop talking to people on the internet that
The fact that she's a therapist makes so much sense with the gentle parenting that she did to Amberlynn directly in the live stream last night. It's crazy.
you don't know, because you don't know these people. And lo and behold, she was talking to AKA Tommy the entire time she was talking to Erica. 16 hours after I called.
So she was talking to Tommy the entire time she was talking to Erica. Over a year. So was Tommy talking to Amber at the very start of her relationship with Colleen? What the hell is going on, you guys? This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh my God. The implications of all of this information coming out is going to really, really shake Amberlynn's world up. Oh, and you know she's going to come on crying. It's going to be a whole victim party.
The whole thing. Tommy was already with a plane ticket ready to haul us to Oklahoma. So she was having multiple different relationships with multiple different people. I kind of see as Tommy also a victim.
And isn't that kind of true? Amberlynn did say that she was talking to like 3 different people at one point. Right?
Tommy probably has no idea that Erica was even a thing the entire time they were talking. Oh, and by the way,
that's crazy.
Let me add, I did not harass Amberlynn. The first phone
Didn't think you did, girl.
call, she called me. Well, she thought she was calling Erica, but she was really calling me. And then the only time I even had contact with her was on July 4th. And that is all she has heard from me. And that was from me telling her to leave my wife alone. That's when the whole Tommy thing took place. And I was like, okay, good, this shit is over. And apparently not. So I guess since she can't get to Erica, she's just gonna, this is her way of trying to get retribution on that whole situation. I haven't watched any of the videos. This was from an anonymous source that was kind of the whistleblower on this whole situation, because I had no idea that any of this was going on. All I know,
Bro, it's crazy, but it makes a lot of sense, right? Right? I mean, we knew Amberlynn was like this. We knew it. It's just, I think there's that sliver of hope in some of us that wishes she doesn't turn around and keep doing this to people, because this is abuse. It's abuse, okay? So she continues to manipulate and abuse everyone around her. And she wonders why she's absolutely alone, dude. Oh my God.
it was I got contacted today by one of the whistleblowers. And then lo and behold, there I am everywhere, on everything, just out here trying to live a normal life. Unlike some people who are sitting on their couch and crazy. I mean,
At Amber.
that's about it. So I would say, to sum it all up, Amberlynn had an imaginary relationship with a person that she absolutely did not know.
Well, that's not shocking.
And now she's just using that to make money.
That's not shocking either.
And how she has subscribers sitting there, I don't understand people.
So as you can see here, Britney claims that Amber allegedly cost her $2,400. I'm not sure how or why.
Yeah, that's a crazy claim. Take her to court. That would be funny.
If that's a question you want answered, they should be going live at some point. Here's their channel.
Yeah, they're gonna go live today, apparently, you guys. Yeah, we'll obviously be reacting to it. Don't worry. This is gonna be a juicy next couple of days. Oh, and I'm supposed to go to Vermont soon. Oh, you guys.
He says, I have a recorded phone call with Amber debunking her lies about not knowing anything about me. Also, apparently during this phone call, Amber agrees not to make any videos about Erica.
Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh.
Hello?
So who reached out to who?
Huh?
So
Huh?
who reached out to who?
What do you mean?
Did you reach out to Erica or did she reach out to you?
When?
What do you mean when?
Like for the very first time?
The last time you spoke to her.
The last time I messaged her was...
Dude, Amberlynn's vocal fry would literally have me freaking so pissed off. She's so annoying.
just letting her know that, like, you called and pretty much just, like, the final goodbye type thing.
The final goodbye.
Why would you reach out to her again?
It was just, like, the final goodbye. I just felt like...
There's no final goodbye. Like, what does that even mean?
She's actually crazy, dude. Like, actually.
I felt like I needed to. But
She's saying it's her final goodbye. And of course, she needed to. But she's not respecting the other person in any of it, of course. Who would expect her to do that? But, like, it's all just a means for her to keep that hook set, you know? It's not I want closure. No, she wants to make sure that everything's going to be fine and dandy so you don't go and expose her.
we don't talk anymore. We haven't talked since the phone call, so.
So even after I told you not to contact her again, you still did. Why?
Because it was like, I wanted closure, and then not only that, but like...
You notice it's all I wanted? Like, my God, girl. It's not about what you want.
She contacted me, I would say, I don't know, less than a week ago, like upset about some TikTok I posted, and I never responded.
So you mean to tell me you're not posting anything about her online?
No one knows her name, nothing about her. Nope, that is something that I told her I would never do.
I lived a double life.
No, yeah. You can hear Erica whispering over. Amber, oh, girly. Oh, I'm so eager to see her response.
I don't understand. Like no means no.
Huh?
No means no. Like,
Well, we have found out in the past that Amberlynn doesn't really respond to that.
no means no.
Yeah, that's correct. That is why I do not speak to her any longer.
I just don't understand, like, you have an entire relationship with somebody you don't know, that you know is married. Like, what do you think is gonna come out of that? Like, that's the part I don't understand. To keep reaching out, like, I don't get it.
I didn't keep reaching out. I reached out the one time as a way of, like,
Girl.
a weird closure thing, because she did become, like, a really good friend of mine as well on top of everything else. I was losing that, and that kind of like was rough.
Was rough. You have 5 other hoes lined up. My God. She's so desperate for any ounce of attention.
What did you say to her for your closure that you needed? I'm really curious.
Well, I haven't gotten like a full closure thing.
Oh my God, dude, she's so freaking annoying.
I kind of realized it's not gonna happen. But
like, how long did it take you to realize that it's not gonna happen?
it took me a long time. Actually, I'm being honest.
Yeah, girl, we believe ya. And she's going to chalk it up to her being delusional. Girl, you can't use that as an excuse, just like you can't use your BPD as an excuse every time you mess up.
The part that's got me up is that A, you knew about me. B, you were looking me up on Instagram. That shit is fucking creepy.
Right.
She doesn't agree with that. She's like, that's okay, whatever, right. Amber, you're a psycho.
I thought that you guys were married for financial reasons, so...
Bitch.
Is that what she said?
Yeah. That is what she originally said, yes. And that you guys weren't in love anymore, and you guys... I mean, it's like...
She told me to tell her that? Bruh. What?
I don't really know.
So, I kind of skimmed through the text.
Yeah, I understand that. I would have done the same thing.
Amber, she's gonna try to turn and, like, connect with Britney now. Oh my God, dude. She will go whichever way the wind blows her.
Like, do you know how demented it is to tell somebody that's married not to have sex with their spouse? Like, you know how crazy that sounds?
Like I said, I thought you guys were just married for financial reasons.
Amber, you're such a freaking dip.
You really need help.
Yo. I know that pissed Amber off hearing that.
Like, you really need help.
Probably.
And then that cocky ass, probably. Dude, Amber, you need to be locked up, alright? I know she hasn't necessarily done anything illegal, but this is just not safe behavior. It really isn't, okay? She's going to go down a very dark path, you guys.
So, I expect not to see...
I can't hear what Erica's whispering.
Any more videos.
Correct.
And then completely doxes her. Oh my God.
No more, nothing. Not a word, not a peep.
And I absolutely respect that.
Yeah, clearly.
I thought you respected that the other day when I told you, do not call, do not reach out. None of that.
I did that one time, and I want you to know, like, I had, like, there was an open line of communication that I did not take.
on YouTube.
Because I was respecting you, and I was respecting
Saying that
myself
I
and
lied
the
to her
people
and
in
I
my
was living a
life.
double life.
So that's why I literally did not reply to her message. Like, I don't know what she's telling you versus me. Erica...
Bruh, you really think this girl's gonna believe you over her wife of 9 years? Cheating or not cheating, like, let's be so for real.
obviously a known cheater and liar.
Bruh, the way she instantly goes to smearing people to try to, like, gain other people over, it's manipulation, 1000%.
I finally have my rose-tinted glasses completely off. Like, she's crazy, and she knows it, and I'm sure
Bruh.
you do too. I got roped into shit. Like, I just want the best
Not as crazy as Amber, clearly.
for the both of you, and I hope that you guys find that with each other. Like, I don't really know what else to do or say anymore at this point. Like, I apologize.
Well, Amby, you're gonna have to figure out what to say a whole lot more now.
I was very sorry. I don't really know what else to do from this point forward.
A known cheater and liar. Did she tell you about that?
Yes, she did.
All right.
But yet I was supposed to be different. You know how it goes. So.
Ew, dude. She is a freaking psycho. Ed, she's so freaking full of herself. Oh my god. It's honestly scary. You know, good thing Halloween is coming up next, because, ooh, it's gonna be a spooky season.
I mean, I have answered your questions to the best of my ability.
I would really...
Like, I feel like she played me... What?
Yeah, she played you. Hard, like a fiddle.
Yeah. And it's crazy to me.
Yeah, I'm sure, Amber.
That's what I
Like,
said.
she sacrificed a possible future with you.
What do you mean? What do you mean? She was never serious about your ass. Shut up, Amber.
Why? Like, what's the point? Like, you obviously seem like you have your head on your shoulders.
She talks so
Like-
much shit about you.
Like, you know I seen the shit you said about me too, right?
Oh, Amber. Digging herself in deeper.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like, you know I know all that.
Like what?
Just know that I know.
Bruh. Oh my god, the fucking question. Like what, girl? You know what?
Everything you said.
So, you know, like the jealousy side of me, obviously, when I'm in a relationship,
You weren't in a relationship, so there's that.
thinking that she's gonna come live with me and that she's in love with me, yeah, of
Eye roll, dude. Eye roll. Doesn't give you a right to go and be nasty.
course. I probably did say some things because I was in a delulu state.
See? Oh, I was delusional. Bitch.
100,000% I could admit that. Like, she had me in a full trance, and I'm
Dude. Ugh. A 33-year-old woman, okay.
absolutely over it.
So, if you knew that she was a cheater, why still talk to her?
Because she said, I'm different.
Okay.
You're so different, Amberlynn. You're so different, baby. I love you.
Ew. Ew.
And I love the way you make me feel. You
Ugh.
actually make me happy. And you're sexy.
Yeah, well, Amber, clearly all a lie. You should have known.
That's what I believe. Take a step back and look at it from a different angle.
Oh, I'm
Like,
100%
what we
aware
did
I'm
to
a
you.
victim. I'm 100% aware I'm a victim. Like, I know that.
Yeah.
Had you reached out to me and be like, hey, your wife is hitting me up, you know, I probably could have saved you quite a bit of time there.
Yeah, you probably could have. I just...
Oh, so full admittance from Amber. She knew. She was fully aware that this woman was married. I mean, yeah, we knew that, but just reiterating.
You know, I thought it was for financial stuff, and we were
Oh, please.
friends for the longest. I don't know if, like, she was just faking it the whole time because she needed someone. I don't really know. I don't understand.
This is going to be another YouTube video for her. Thank you.
I don't either, because I'm pretty successful. I'm pretty smart. I'm not bad looking.
Oh,
Like, unlike Amber.
I mean, that's one thing that Erica definitely did say about you. You're very smart, all
Oh my god, dude.
that good stuff. So
The ass kissing.
I believe it.
Okay,
So
it makes you wonder why she go looking somewhere else, don't it?
I
Uh,
mean, yeah, it just. I mean, honestly, some people just can't stay with one person. I don't know why.
oh, please, Amber. You're that person.
Like, I am beyond disgustingly loyal. Like, I stopped talking
Oh, please.
to several of my friends for her because she
Several of her friends, she stopped talking to them. Dude, what the fuck? And she's gonna blame it on Erica, of course.
didn't even want me talking to them. But yet she was she had a whole wife, like, that she had an actual marriage with. Like, that.
Yeah, and you knew. My God.
I just don't understand, like, you talk about double lives and but you knew about it the whole time. Wouldn't that be you living a double life as well?
Well, I didn't find out until a long time after her and I were talking that you would actually consider it cheating, because for a long time she told me that you had a whole different relationship you were in and that you were living there. Like, Erica said a lot of lies. Like, she can go and delete the messages because I'm not a screenshot taker, but it's all there. I haven't deleted a single thing on my end.
Oh, I can't wait for Pookie's side of this. Do we think she'll address it, or she's just going to try to ignore it? I mean, she's in for the cash grab just as much as anyone else, so.
And it was literally just a couple months ago where we had this whole, like,
and to be fair, this is the highest amount of views Pookie has had in years, so.
Where I was like, I'm going to get to ask you whatever question because I felt in my gut something was wrong. And something was off, something just seemed weird, like she was lying to me. So I said, we're going to have a discussion where you're going to answer every single question that I have and you're going to answer it honestly.
Jesus. Fucking Christ.
Okay.
And that's the end, you guys. I told you, it's going to be a long one. It's going to be a long one. But, yeah. Thank you so much for tuning on in, and I need to know your guys' thoughts on this. It's so freaking crazy. Honestly, it makes the last few years a little bit worth it that all of this is coming out now, and it's just going to boil over. Like, oh my God. Grab your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for tuning on in. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe. Become a channel member. I'm going to get this edited and sent out. I do need to take Goo to get his updated rabies vaccine, so the video might come out after that. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.